Hello, hello, and welcome to a special edition of Deciphered Podcast, a bonus episode, and I've got you all to myself. Today, as you can see, it's just me, it's Kieran. This is weird, very strange not to retort to someone, but yeah, it's just me, sudden unexpected situation, just before we were planning to go live with Rob, so he will be back hopefully next week, and yeah. Exciting stuff. So today I will still be bringing you the news. I will still be bringing you the Architects Live review, as that was me anyway. And then we'll have a little chat. Whether you're watching this live or not, comment, let us know as we go along. So yeah, let's start with the news as we always do. I'm so lost and confused. The news. So this week, in specific order, Incubus have returned to the studio to record what I believe is their 9th studio album. That's exciting stuff. The news may be shorter than normal this week, because I'm a terrible person. Now, also in the news, Rex Brown, famous of Pantera, has left his band Kill Devil Hill to focus on a solo project. So that's quite exciting to see what we get from that man, the bassist of Pantera. And to cap off the news thus far, well, that it is, Chris Cornell tribute concerts took place, I believe, this week, maybe last week. No, this week is Monday, so it was definitely last week. And I can confirm that it was a 5-hour, 42-song tribute concert featuring loads of special guests from people expected, like members of Soundgarden, Audioslave, to Miley Cyrus. Fun shit. And it was going to have the dude from Faith No More, whose name has skipped my mind. Yeah, him. I will find that now. This is what happens when Rob's not here. I sing the worst kind of thing. I can't find it. Mike Patton, just remembered it, nailed it. So the set list was quite obviously a long one. I won't go through every single song, but it did involve songs from the Melvins. They covered some songs, including Spoon Man, Rita Wilson, Nick Acosta and Elaine Johans. Chris Stapleton. The Foo Fighters played some of their own tracks along with other tracks by Chris Cornell's discography. Josh Homme came in with Rusty Cage. Adam Levine, Jesse Carmichael and Stone Gossard played Seasons. Miley Cyrus, yeah, she played 2 Drink Minimum. That's information for you. Audioslave, so obviously Tom Morello and Brad Wilk, they were in Audioslave with Chris Cornell. And they played songs such as Coach Eyes, which had Geezer Butler as well. Be Yourself with Juliette Lewis and Geezer Butler. And so on. Tony Cornell, his 14-year-old daughter, played a redemption song with Ziggy Marley, which is pretty fucking interesting to be fair. Metallica played some songs, Ryan Adams, Temple of the Dog, and of course Soundgarden members. Now that's that. Going on to the Architects review. So if you haven't watched this podcast before or you don't know me personally, this time last year I didn't really care for Architects, didn't know any of their music. I heard one song, I think it was back from Nightmare, so it didn't have Sam Carter in it either. And I'm a unbelievably massive fan now. Probably my 3rd favourite band, I think, after Avenged and Alter Bridge. I can't see them taking over those 2. And yeah, so in April last year, on the 1st of April precisely, we reviewed All Our Gods, and now I'm a fucking massive fan. So let's go into the gig after a very long cold queue from like 1:30 in the afternoon. We got to front row, it was fucking beautiful, and Polaris came on. So I hadn't checked out Polaris before the show, and the first song, The Remedy, came on. And I was like, yeah, it's not really, I can tell it's kind of not for me. I'll just stick through Polaris. They're an Australian band, fun fact for you. By the time Polaris finished the Remedy, I was sold. They were fucking brilliant. Casualty, the second song, was the song of the night, well, song of their show. Easily, fucking brilliant track. They finished the set off with, well, the entire set was The Remedy, Casualty, Dust Today, Crooked Path, Consume and Lucid. So yeah, I would check out more of those. I suggest you guys do the same. They're kind of like your typical Australian metal band. Like they're similar to Parkway in ways. They're similar to Architects in ways. Like Architects got a massive following in Australia, but yeah, they're fucking brilliant. So I really enjoyed them. Beartooth. So again, if you haven't seen this podcast before or haven't seen the review of me and Rob reviewed Disgusting by Beartooth, I can confirm it was exactly that. I think it's the lowest rated album we've done. I think I gave like a 3 out of 10, and then maybe that was even giving them too much. It's genuinely awful, so I expected the worst. And there were moments when it was fucking awful. However, I was pleasantly surprised by parts of it. They had a drum solo, which loads of people on social media are going crazy about, a support band having a drum solo. It was great for me because it was less time with the vocalist, but the faces the drummer was making during his drum solo were fucking so funny. I was literally laughing out loud. Now, his vocals aren't as bad live, and he doesn't cough or cry, which was nice. But yeah, I don't hate it as much. I know Gareth Pavey, if you happen to watch this at some point, will be happy with that. But yeah, they weren't awful. A couple of times I saw myself headbanging a little bit, not headbanging, but like nodding my head to the music. And like they seemed like nice enough guys, to be fair. The fans loved it. So yeah, that's that. Their set list was a 10-song, well, 9-song and drum solos. Bad Listener, Aggressive, Hated, The Lines, Drum Solo, Manipulation, You Never Know, In Between, Body Bag, and Disease. So I'm not in any way going to check out any more of their music, but at least if they're live, if I see that they're supporting a band I want to see again, I won't be so put off by it. Cool whip. On to the headliners, Architects, their biggest show they've ever played. Standing was sold out for Wembley Arena. I think Wembley Arena overall is like a 16,000 cap. I could be wrong. And yeah, they were so fucking incredible. Like they blew my mind. I saw videos beforehand, and Sam Carter's vocals. Sam Carter's vocals like sounded bad through the audio at points, but live, nah, he fucking nails it. Every single member was fucking brilliant. And so they started off with Death Is Not Defeat, which was expected. Well, I needed to say this beforehand because I couldn't stop myself looking. And it was just throughout the whole set, it was just powerful as fuck. Like songs, it was weird though. So songs that I didn't expect, I expected like every song would be great, which it was. But certain songs that I didn't expect to be my favorite, like A Wasted Hymn, was undeniably fucking perfectly performed, emotional as fuck. Um, These Colors Don't Run was fucking brilliant as well. I expected to be up there, but not like one of the top ones. But it was there. Songs that I like. Again, I mentioned like all songs. Every single song was performed amazingly. I loved every single second of it. But like Mortal After All was one of the ones I was most looking forward to. It wasn't a standout track. It was just another great one. Whereas like Downfall was fucking brilliant as well. But we're going on to like the final parts of it. So we had A Wasted Hymn going into the middle section of my favourite song, the best song I've ever done, which is Memento Mori. So it started off with the Alan Watts Change and Everything Has Changed part, and then went on into that's where they went into the encore. It went on to the clock ticking bit, which leads to the best bit, and they didn't play it, which breaks my heart. But I'll get it one day, I promise. I'm surprised I even got this bit, to be fair. So I love that bit. They came back on stage with Gone with the Wind, which towards the end, I wasn't sure if Sam would get emotional. Like I knew it was a big show, and time doesn't mean time. Obviously, time heals, but it doesn't mean he's over Tom's death, not by a long shot. But it's now been 2.5 years since he died, so I wasn't sure if there'd be like a big, like he would get emotional on stage, but he got emotional. It was pretty deep towards the end of the song, but fucking powerful again. The passion from Sam, the passion from Tom, not Tom, sorry, Dan, the passion from every member. Josh was fucking brilliant. He fits into the band perfectly. We know that from the Holy Hell album, but live he just destroys it. So they had like a chat before, like chat with the fans, saying like it's crazy they're playing Wembley, and we got Dan to thank. Like it was a massive Tom chant. In fact, there was a massive chant for a kid called Frank, who was going to attend the show. I think I say a kid. I think he was a teenager. I'm not really sure. He was going to attend the show, but couldn't because he's been taken to hospital. But his dad, I think it was his dad, came on stage, filmed it. It was a massive Frank chant, which was really nice. You could tell the whole way through the architects love their fans, and they're not egotistic. They're not above themselves, thinking, "Yeah, we got here," kind of thing. They're appreciative as fuck of the fans and the fact they've got this to this point in their career. And yeah, so thanked Dan, got a Dan chant. Obviously, we had a Tom chant after Gone with the Wind. I think even after Memento Mori as well. And then we thanked Josh, and he went through every single member. And when it finished the set of Doomsday, it was fucking blinding. The photo you can see behind me is one I took. All credit is mine. And yeah, that's that. So their set list was. I might even do a written review more in detail of this. Obviously, again, it's a bit weird. I'm not bounced off someone, so yeah. The set list was a beautiful 17-song set list. It was Death Is Not Defeat, Modern Misery, Nihilist, which was fucking great, Broken Cross, Holy Hell, which was fantastic, Royal Beggars, Gravedigger, which blew my mind, Mortal After All, Downfall, Naysayer, These Colours Don't Run, A Match Made in Heaven, Hereafter, Awaited Him, Memento Mori, middle section only, and then the encore of Gone with the Wind and Doomsday. So if you haven't checked out Architects somehow, go and do that. That would be great. So yes, that comes up to that pretty much ends the review. And the news has been done already. So here to have a chat again. Comment if you're watching now, or comment if you're not watching now. Like, well, you're obviously watching now. But if you're not watching live, then comment away. We always check the comments and reply to them if we deem it worthy. And so yeah, a few things coming up. First of all, I'm going to plug it now, and I'll probably plug it at the end as well. We've got a note on our Facebook page, and you can, not a note, yeah, a note on our Facebook page. It's the newest one, so you can click on that. And on that, we're taking requests from you guys for album reviews, which we've got a fair few now. And in fact, with that, we're going to start our first fan decided one in a couple of weeks. And we also want you to, yeah, so bring us more album reviews to do, unsigned or not unsigned, we don't mind. And also anything like a topic. We've been doing this for quite a while now, so give us some topics. Anything you want discussed, it can be funny. Like we had one fan pick topic like back in the mobile filmed days, and that was literally shag, marry, kill. And me and Rob went through plenty of women and men we'd have to shag, marry, or kill. It can be as shitty and jokey as that. Not saying it was shitty, no offense, Sophie. But like not a serious topic, or it can be a serious topic. We discussed sexism. That was a crazy topic. We decided that ourselves. Now we've got over 1,000 views. Check it out now if you haven't. I think it's like episode 18 or something. It's Taylor Swift, Corey Taylor Swift. That's the episode name. And alongside album reviews and the topics, you can suggest us to react to some songs. More on that in a moment. But yeah, song reactions, which we do every Friday. Coming up, we do have big things. We will have that Avenged Sevenfold special that was meant to be in April of last year, and is probably not going to be until after April this year. I'm working on it. I work a lot, and that's my excuse. Also, we're going to have we can't go into too much detail now because it's not confirmed or not really worked out, but we are planning a charity podcast. More details when we finally do that in 2015. 2025. Fuck it. Yeah. So awesome. Now let's talk about those reactions. So we are always keeping an eye on what you guys think. Positive or with reactions, mainly negative. Although we are improving, we have seen the heavy amount, over 850 views on that In Flames video. And while I will continue to be a sarcastic bastard to you in the comments if you give us shitty comments, we are taking that feedback regardless. And we've got new mics now, so we used to have a mic down here between the two of us, and that's gone. We've now got little mics here that are like a fifth of the price and about 100 times better. So it works for us. So sound quality should be improving. We're always working on the background as well. So now we've got that thing where we saw at the beginning and the end of this. You'll see where you can follow us. So I don't have to say like a 10-minute sentence every single time. And we're going from there. We've also got some like really nice comments, so we're checking out those as well. So we've got another one on the Mike Shinoda one that was last Friday. We do have a delightful another reaction video coming this Friday. I can't wait for it to be seen by you all. You can hint sarcasm. Oh, there they are. You can hint sarcasm in my voice, but we'll announce that this week on whatever social media platform we decided. So yeah, we are keeping an eye out. Let us know anything you want from us. We are yours. We do this not for the fame that we've obviously got from our 800 views, but for the main goal from this podcast was always to do it from. It's literally just fun for me and Rob. If you guys like it as well as a bonus, if we get a lot of views or lots of comments, like Views, like, we don't really care about. Like, obviously, we care enough. Like, it's great. But the comments and the interaction, that's what we like. That's what we love. It's the interaction. When you guys comment, we comment back to you, regardless of whether it's positive or negative. I mean, either way, we're going to go down in history because someone said we are literally the worst thing he's ever seen or heard. So we'll live in his lives forever. Thanks. Join us next week where we will be doing what we were going to be doing today. So it's the Tour of the World Series with Sweden. We'll be reviewing the album that is obviously so damn memorable that I've forgotten it. Demon Hunter with Outlive. And it's time to announce also, so it's a double review next week. I'll announce now the poll winner. So we had my choice of Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd and Rob's choice, I can't speak English, Rob's choice of Strange Days by The Doors. Now, on Instagram, you sucked this week. We had 2 votes. It was 1 for each, therefore void. Twitter, we had 7 votes. And with 7 votes out of 7 votes, Dark Side of the Moon won. No votes for Strange Days. And on Facebook, we had 13 votes. And with 10 out of 13 votes, it's Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. So next week, not only will we bring you Demon Hunter Outlive, but we will also have Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. I can't believe I've never listened to this album. Shoot me in the dick. Until next week, where it will hopefully be the both of us. Don't worry, it's not like a Stephen Hill, that's not metal situation. Rob is actually coming back. Either way, Sardudes. Until next week.